Is companion planting a gardening myth? Let's find out. Hey there, fellow gardeners. Pete here, ready to dive deep into the world of companion planting. Ever felt like your companion planting efforts fell flat? Or maybe you're drowning in conflicting advice. Don't worry, you're not alone. We're here to debunk myths, highlight common mistakes, and empower you to create a thriving, interconnected garden. In our previous episodes, we explored the magic of companion planting, from ideal pairings to advanced techniques like guild planting. But even with the best knowledge, simple errors can derail your efforts. This episode is your guide to avoiding those pitfalls, saving you time, money, and a whole lot of frustration. Let's get started and unlock the true potential of your garden. It's tempting to cram every beneficial plant together after seeing a companion planting chart. But remember, companion planting isn't about creating a plant traffic jam. Each plant needs space to breathe, grow, and thrive. Think of it as a well-orchestrated dance, not a mosh pit. For instance, tomatoes and basil are a classic pairing, but too much basil can restrict airflow around the tomato, creating a humid environment ripe for diseases like blight. Always prioritize proper spacing for each plant first, then strategically layer in your companions. What happens beneath the soil is just as important as what happens above. Plants might seem happy together, but their roots could be locked in a fierce battle for resources. Understanding root systems is key to successful companion planting. A prime example is carrots and fennel. While they might coexist peacefully at first glance, fennel releases compounds that can stunt the growth of carrots and other nearby plants. Similarly, deep-rooted crops like tomatoes and corn can compete for water and nutrients, leaving both struggling. Practical tip: pair deep-rooted plants with shallow-rooted ones to minimize competition. Carrots and lettuce are a great example. Carrots draw nutrients from deeper soil layers, while lettuce utilizes surface moisture, creating a harmonious underground relationship. Let's bust a common myth. Companion planting isn't a guaranteed pest repellent. While some plants deter pests to a degree, it's not a magical shield. Think of it as one tool in your pest management arsenal, not the entire solution. Take marigolds and tomatoes. You'll often hear that marigolds repel nematodes. While they do release compounds that reduce nematode populations over time, they won't eliminate them overnight. The same goes for basil repelling mosquitoes. It helps, but it's not a complete solution. Practical tip: combine companion planting with good soil health, crop rotation, and attracting beneficial insects. Create a balanced ecosystem where natural predators keep pest populations in check. Be wary of blindly following every companion planting chart you find online. Many are based on tradition rather than scientific evidence. While some pairings are proven, others are anecdotal and might not work in your specific conditions. For example, tomatoes and cabbage are often listed as bad companions. While tomatoes prefer different soil conditions, they can be grown together successfully with proper management. Don't be afraid to experiment and observe what works best in your garden. Practical tip: keep a garden journal. Record your companion planting experiments, noting successes and failures. This will help you develop a personalized companion planting strategy tailored to your unique environment. Companion plants can improve soil conditions, like nitrogen-fixing beans boosting nitrogen levels. However, they can't replace a well-balanced soil amendment strategy. Healthy soil is the foundation of a thriving garden. If your soil is compacted, nutrient-poor, or lacking organic matter, no amount of companion planting will fix that on its own. Focus on building healthy soil with compost, mulch, and cover crops before layering in companion planting to enhance those benefits. Practical tip: conduct a soil test to understand your soil's pH and nutrient levels. Amend your soil accordingly with compost, aged manure, or other organic materials. Companion planting works best when rotated seasonally to prevent nutrient depletion and pest buildup. Growing the same companion plants in the same spot year after year can lead to problems. If you grow tomatoes and basil together in the same bed every year, you'll eventually deplete the soil and attract more tomato-specific pests. Crop rotation is essential for long-term garden health. Practical tip: rotate crops within companion groups. After growing tomatoes, plant a nitrogen-fixing crop like peas or beans to replenish nutrients before returning to tomatoes. Many gardeners focus solely on pairing vegetables, forgetting to plant flowers, herbs, and native plants that attract pollinators and predatory insects. These beneficial insects are crucial for pest control. Without natural allies like ladybugs, lacewings, and hoverflies, pests can overrun your garden, even with the best companion planting. Think about building a complete ecosystem, not just a vegetable patch. Practical tip: include plants like alyssum, calendula, and dill to attract beneficial insects. The more diverse your garden, the better protected it will be from pests and diseases. For permaculture enthusiasts, companion planting is a cornerstone of creating self-sustaining ecosystems. By mimicking natural relationships, we can design gardens that are resilient, productive, and require minimal intervention. Focus on creating guilds, which are plant communities that support each other through nutrient cycling, pest control, and habitat creation. Horticulture students can use companion planting as a living laboratory to study plant interactions, soil health, and pest management. Conduct experiments to test different companion pairings and analyze their effects on plant growth, yield, and disease resistance. This hands-on experience will provide valuable insights into the complex dynamics of plant communities. Home gardeners can use companion planting to create beautiful, productive, and low-maintenance gardens. Start with simple pairings and gradually expand your knowledge as you gain experience. Don't be afraid to experiment and adapt your strategies to your specific environment. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. By avoiding these common mistakes and understanding the real benefits of companion planting, you'll be able to use it as a powerful tool for long-term garden success. It's not a magic fix, but when used alongside healthy soil practices, crop rotation, and beneficial insect attraction, it becomes an incredibly effective gardening method. Ready to take your companion planting skills to the next level? Share your experiences. What companion planting challenges have you faced? What myths have you encountered? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't miss our next episode, where we'll explore seasonal companion planting strategies. Like and share this video. Help us spread the word about the power of companion planting. Until next time, keep your hands dirty and your hearts in the garden.